Okay. Um, I want to start off by always saying thank you, God. I know that me making videos will not change what's going to happen to me, but I always have to be thankful what I can because I don't think I think there'll be a time when I will not be able to say thank you, God. And I thank God because I'm able to see things for they are. I know sometimes I just say that, but I truly have to put that out as much as I can because it's so easy to get lost in some the way we just manipulated. And what I'm saying is, as a test subject in this program, our brain is being manipulated, and you don't think the way you would think clearly, and our thoughts are completely manipulated and rewired. And there's people who are there interacting with you via V2K. So you hear these piped in voices that is that is projecting to your brain directly, and these people are just no. The people participating. Obviously, I know this is governmental entities contracting these people, but these individuals themselves are not impressive individual. I mean, they come in all shape and form. And I think if anything, they have to minimize anything impressive about them. To just going through like repetition modes, things, say things that are gonna agitate you, say negative things, and you have to see it as like this is pathetic, but that's their job. They literally are supposed to really break you down, and the truth is, the breakdown is happening because of my brain being restructured, and also your body's actually breaking down. For example, I could feel the side of my organs, just whatever organ it is, just being really sore. um, Sleeping is quite hard. I mean, your health is really just going down, and you are very fragile. And for in my case, eating, I gotta minimize what I eat because it seems like this what they're doing to my body is really impacting my digestive system. So with all these things happening, you hear the noise campaign. It's hard to just you will break down at one point, but in the meantime, while I still have a little bit of energy left, I have to make videos and be thankful to God because at the end of the day, I could have been living the life of these perps. The perps, for me, what I describe as a perp is what target major call them call people who are contracted by these governmental entities to implement these tactics, and they are going through whatever disgusting implementation that you go through. I have to always say I fully understand that the government of this country, the United States, is really, and the Department of Defense specifically, is definitely the main driver of this program that is happening all around the world. The storyline that they try to paint is just a falsified reality to try to make you believe this thing to be something else. We are truly being used as test subjects. We're guinea pigs where they're utilizing this DoD technology and do these things to us. They're gonna try to make it look like everything, like they're investigating you. This is bullshit stories. It makes no sense because at the end of the day, you're like, really, yeah, yeah. I mean, the amount of effort and it just doesn't even make sense. Like, really, that's where you do. No, obviously, I know what this is about. I'm an asset in the sense of I'm a guinea pig. There's people right now making noise campaign to try to disorient me. Like this is really like I'm like this is part of the investigation. Like it's just so obvious that they're trying to make me follow this narration that's nonsensical. It's so clown-like. I mean, obviously you're trying to gaslight me into believing this false storyline that you're trying to make me believe this is about. It's obvious that what you're doing is something to disorient me from reality. It's obvious that you are supposed to agitate me. It's obvious that there's a tactic to break me down. There's a system. and then you're validated, but by the by the testimonies. Matter of fact, as I'm speaking about this right now, because I'm putting things in perspective, which is what they don't want you. They want you to still think in this fantasy line that they created. Oh, they tell me you'll fight. What a random thing to tell me. I'm sure it's not just to let me know I'll fight. It's just to disorient me, because this person talking to me via this V2K technology wants me to still think that they are investigating this group. These people are some bullshit BS stories. Excuse my language. And so when I put things in the perspective they detest me to put this perspective into, because they want you to be in this delusional reality where you should think that they're investigating you. They just no, you're not. You are implanting. Sorry, you are going through the whole process of what you do to target individual. Now, with that being said, they are framing me, and I'm hearing this childlike person who said that we are dating, and she's the funny part about this Perps is how like they try to stay in character. I'm like, I wonder how real life is for you. When they live a life where they have to stay in character because they want you to make you accept these storylines they put together, I like, how do you stay in like, how is your real life? How's life, your everyday life, when you just need to be you? When you stop playing this fantasy? This childlike person is like, no, we dated. We date. I'm like, really? Yes, we're dating right now. Because, according to what they're saying, it sounds like they will be framing me in certain ways. And those ways come in three ways. They tell me that they're gonna have a child here, say that I did something to her, that we've been in contact, so whatever. We've been together. I raped her, or I've been with her, some disgusting things like that. And this would be very easy to do for them, because one, my phone is completely hacked. They can be sending messages I don't know. And please understand that we're talking about technology that can rewire your brain. So hacking your phone is nothing, right? And they're really, I could hear them just like, no, you raped me, you did this, and I'm like, okay, go stay in character, you clown. But please don't do that in front of me. I will embarrass you. Another way they say they're gonna frame me is going to implant child porn on my computer. Which is disgusting, because these entities running this program have problem with child porn. Matter of fact, they like to say, "Oh, we exposed you." It's like, yeah, really? They've been exposed by the simple fact that there's a bill that was created in 2019 called End National Defense Network Abuse Act. The DoD, which is obviously behind this program, has been ranked in 2018 for having too much child porn, so much child porn accessed and shared using the computers given to them by the DoD. The employees there were using this network of the DoD network and the computer of the DoD to download and to access and to share child porn, so much so that Child Protective Service was ranking in 2018, as I've said, all the child porn in the United States. And notice that the network with some of the most child porn was the DoD network, ranking them 19th out of 2,900. Now, that's what you call being exposed. This is when you know. That's exposure to the fullest. Those are the entities literally running this program. Now, for me, they try to make me believe these stories. Target individual, do not ever follow anything this trash say. These perps, on top of that they are meant to disorient you in so many ways. I remember at some points, initially they would tell me they were the FCC, then they would tell me they're the bad government, and then I remember walking by like some door, or I was walking by some perps, and they were like, "Oh, we're the feds, do investigating vet." I was like, "Oh gosh." Now, at the time, I wasn't sure exactly what was going on, but I was like, "This is obviously not some investigation thing happening. This is bigger. This is like they're using technology to do things to me that are just super sophisticated, and it's obvious that this is more, it's bigger than, in a sense that obviously there's investigation. Is you're a clown. Like what it will take all these resources for what investigation? It's the stupidity of it all. It's just too much. Then I finally got a hold of like target individuals. It's like, oh, okay, that's what this is all about. Okay, I get it. That makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. This is what it's really about because you like me. First of all, if you investigate for whatever, you will never need all these things. Which to make it sound like it doesn't even connect. It can't even make sense. Like they make it sound like I'm just like kingpin or what, investigating what. Clowns. They're like, now for what you did to Courtney, where is she? Let's go. Stupidity. It makes like like they think that I don't know who I am, and I know how much of the known threat I am, for me to think that. But they try to create you as a threat. That's what you have become is now you're no longer you. You are being manipulated to be somebody else. You're being rewired. The truth is you're just like a guinea pig now. These storylines, the way they try to portray these false stories, is just try to make you accept the manipulations. Because what's happening to me now is like I'm forced to get sexual stimulation toward children, and like now we're mining what we're doing, and I'm supposed to be like, oh, they are mining. Oh. After at this point, you know yourself. You've been yourself long enough to know who you are. So you know if you're experiencing that something is happening to your brain. Something is being rewired in your brain. Something is being done to your brain for you to experience what you're experiencing. This is not something that you experience organically. But they still try to sell this. They try to, now we're mapping. Now what you did as a kid is you as a kid is what? At one point somebody said, no, it's you when you're 14 years old. I'm like, really? It's stupid. Like, it just makes no sense. Now, at this point, you get what this is about. They are using your brain, and your brain is now used to break you down. They break you down and rewire your brain. And this is more of a weapon development than anything. Using psychological cognitive warfare type of tactics on a test subject and see what works. They use human subjects of all sorts, of all genders, of all races, and see what trickery and deceptive manipulation will work to push that person to insanity, to their death. And the thing is, what works, they're going to do it again. And what works on you has been done on others. So then you find out, oh, they do the pedophilia type of torture. Oh, they rewire the brain this way. Oh, they force people to have reaction to children this way. Oh, they have these dreams that this way. And then you're like, okay, that's too much. And I know myself. So, come on. It's like, no, but we mapped it. It's you when you were a kid. Matter of fact, it was so disgusting. I mean, I don't even know. Like, it's just, these people, these perps they contract are supposed to gaslight you into accepting these things. And that's their job. They really have a task. And their task is to truly push you into accepting these manipulations. Gaslight you. And the tonality that you're going to hear with the interaction via V2K are just like, you have people, clowns of all levels. Of course, they know that they are manipulating you because they're the one participating in your manipulations. You know, and so I want to start off with this because I need to always bring that up all the time because my brain is being erased, manipulated. So your brain is somehow, they're just erasing you. And it's just so hard to keep track of reality. And so these people take advantage of this moment to really push you into accepting this nonsensicalness of a logic to make you accept these manipulations. For example, last night,